Hello everyone, welcome. This is Brothers Claus. I'm Chad, and welcome to Pandora. This is going to be my first episode. It may be a few episodes into Kyle's already, but this will be my first. So welcome to my little slice of paradise. Pardon the puke green looking skies, but that's kind of what I ended up with. I have been working on my side of things for a little while now. I kind of started my age before Kyle did, but I wanted to be able to get some things done. I built my own little mine shaft, so I had this going, so you won't have to see me mine terribly much. Got a setup going here already where I can smelt things, and I may go into detail about what this is doing a bit later. Just want to get you caught up on where I am right now. So my age is basically, it's a multiple biome. It's got swamp, which is where I am right now. It's got a forest. It's got, I believe, plains, deserts, and there may be some river in here. There's also jungle. My plan that I would like to get done today is this has kind of been a little base camp for getting started, getting situated, getting all the resources I need. And eventually, I want to be able to get to probably a jungle. I would like to find a jungle somewhere and build me a tree house. And that's where I think I will be living while on Pandora. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, let's see, what do I have? I actually haven't been on in a few days. So I've got 34 diamond. So I'm well off there, but I only have 8 gold, and like Kyle, I want to get a quarry as well. Fortunately, I still need some more gold. I need a total of, 16 gold? Because I need 4 gold gears, so yeah, 16 gold. So we'll go ahead and take a look down here in my little mine shaft, and I like to do a little spiral staircase, and usually I expand this a bit more. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing that, but this is kind of a tight little spiral, which just makes it a little difficult to get down, but that's what I'm working with right now, so that's what I'm going to keep. Let's go ahead and start a new branch. Just break out a little bit ways here. So Kyle made a bright age because he wanted to keep everything lit for YouTube, but I kind of went the other way. Hi, I got a slime around here somewhere. Hi, what are you doing? You're like hopping through the walls or something. There we go. Invisible entity, apparently. I'm gonna have to talk to Kyle about that. We've been having issues with entities not behaving properly. Most notably with, we've noticed if we drop a linking book on the ground, it'll sometimes turn into a horse. So, and it's invisible. It's not just a horse, it's an invisible horse. So we can hear it, we just can't see it, and we can't do anything to get rid of it. So it's really annoying, and I really wish we could get that fixed. But right now, that's again kind of what we're stuck with. Let me light things up in here a little bit so it's not so dark. It should go out one more. So what I've been doing down here, and I'm only going to show a little bit of the mining because I know that gets a little bit boring. Kyle's already done plenty of mining, so I'm not going to do too much more. Just want to get some of this stuff set up. Oops. But I generally dig all the way down. You can see right now I'm at Y level 10, and I like to dig down here because it's right above where lava will spawn, and it just makes it pretty simple, pretty easy. So anyway, yeah, I decided to do a normal brightness level as opposed to doing an always bright for a couple of reasons. Mostly so that I don't run into the problems that Kyle's been running into where he forgets torches. I may end up forgetting torches too, like he does, so I'm going to avoid that by just making it normal brightness levels. The other reason is by making sure I can know where it's dark, I know where I will have monsters spawning and stuff. And that is always useful. I'm going to get rid of these because they give off light, and that's going to confuse the heck out of me if I see that. So yeah, I'm going to be running with a normal brightness level. I may have a different brightness. Ooh, more diamond. A different brightness level. Down the road, I may make another book. I'm not quite sure yet, and we may have to wait until we get the server more up to snuff for that. That call will be up to Kyle probably. But I'd probably make one and do some other kind of mining, and it's not quite sure yet what I would do, but it's an idea. So I'm going to be going down here, mostly looking to get more gold. Diamond is always a nice little thing. And Kyle has been using his little cheaty tool. He's been using his divining rod. Now, I'm going to try to stay away from equivalent exchange, and it's a nice mod, don't get me wrong. It is a very well made mod. I just think it's a bit too overpowered, so I generally try not to use it. Now, it doesn't mean I will not use it. I'll still use it for certain builds where I think it would be kind of necessary to use that, and also for just kind of fun builds. I think that's always a nice little thing to do. So I will be down here, and you can see I'm a little bit anal about making sure everything's filled in. So I'm going to spare you having to watch all of that, and I'm going to cut the recording right here, and I'll be back when I get some more info. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I have finally found my gold. So all I really need is 4 pieces of ore, and we got it. I need 4 pieces of ore to get my other 8 ingots, because I'm macerating all of my ores now, so I get twice the yield. So now that this is done, and I finally got what I needed. I've been having some small issues with lag, because as Kyle said, this is a small server that's not quite up to snuff to do what we are asking of it. So I've had a little bit of lag. I had to disconnect and reconnect to try to fix that issue. And when I did that the first time, it brought me back in, and it put me up at surface level, which was a little odd, because I was down in my little mine shaft here. I'd never seen that before. So what it meant was that I was like 60 some or plus blocks away from where my little main base was, and I had no direction. I had no idea which direction it was going to be, so I had to kind of like just walk around figuring out where it was. And when I did that, I found my jungle. So I know I have a jungle nearby, and it's not terribly far away. I also have a desert right next to the jungle, and I think it was a plains, either a plains or a forest. So it's not a bad spot to make my actual house. So I would probably end up doing that in the near future here. Not sure if I want to build my quarry here, or if I want to build it after I've gotten my house built. I'm going to have to figure that one out pretty soon. Although I can always come back here and place the quarry down here if I want to put it here. So I would probably start gathering some of my stuff and head on over to the jungle, where I can start building a treehouse. So I will see you when I am ready. Okay, I figured this was a good point to actually demonstrate this whole contraption thing I've got here. Let's see, go ahead and put some coal on here, make sure it's got enough fuel. Alright, so what this is doing, I've got a generator sitting here. I've got an extractor sitting back here giving me some rubber, which I should put away. I have a couple of hoppers. I've got one here and one here. Now what's going on is I have a macerator right here. Now the problem is a macerator can only take in one ore at a time, so I can't put my copper and then my silver. I'd have to wait for the copper to finish, then I could put the silver in, wait for that to finish, then I could put the tin in. So instead of doing all that, I'll use a hopper. Just throw everything in the hopper and it will sort itself out. Now, of course, it's got to fill up the copper, so now I can put my gold in. And actually, you know what? I want my gold right now, so I'm going to throw that in there first. Put those back in. Now, what it's going to do is after it macerates some of this, it's going to turn it into 2 dust for every ore, and that 2 dust is going to get pulled out by the redstone engine on this wooden pipe. We've got a sandstone pipe here to prevent it from connecting back into the hopper, because that would be quite a bit of a waste and wouldn't really do anything. From there, I've got some visual bugs, don't mind those. It's going to head over into this other hopper that's connected to an electric furnace, which probably would end up being an induction furnace later, but right now just electric, don't need anything more than that. And once it goes into here, it's going to quickly just drop into the electric furnace, and as the dust in the electric furnace finishes, it's going to get pulled out and transported into my chest full of goodies. You see I got 40 diamonds, and I'm going to have my other 8, well actually I got 6 ore, so I'm going to have more. I'm going to have 12 more ingots of gold. I love gold. So yeah, that'll be nifty. So back that direction is where I ended up when I relogged into the server. Now you can see, well, my latency is not too bad up here. When I'm down in the mine shaft, it's pretty unbearable. Even when I'm not recording, I would break a couple blocks and wait like a couple seconds before they actually break. And sometimes they would show up again, so all kinds of problems. But hopefully, now that I have the material to make a quarry, I don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm debating about putting the quarry down here, like I said. I might just have it take over the space that I was using. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Nice big open space. And I will be building in that direction in a jungle. So I'm going to gather up a few things, probably just let these finish on their own, gather a few things and start heading over to the jungle. So I will see you there when I get there. Alright, and here's my jungle. I've got my desert little crossing. So basically my home base is that way for a little bit, and then actually it's going to be somewhere in that general direction. It's not terribly far, so I should be okay to be able to get back there easily enough. The only problem I'm going to run into is because I made a eternal day age, I will not be able to sleep in a bed, so I'm not going to be able to reset my spawn point at all. Now I can move my book, but all that's going to do is change where I arrive in this age when I link to it. If I die in this age, then I'm going to end up back over by where my home base was, and then I'm going to have to journey back over here. So I'm going to have to possibly leave a book over there that leads back to, unfortunately I can't do it directly to my new home, but I can link it back to the library area and just use my book that's there. So that seems to be my plan. Now I've got several trees that could make good candidates for a little tree house. Might be doing it around here somewhere between these 3 trees, because they're tall, relatively close. Yeah, that should work. Now, this one that's over here is really ugly because it's in the desert. So I'm probably going to chop that one down for some wood so that I can use the wood to build out my treehouse some more. So I will start working on this, and I will come back when I've got a progress report. Alright, just finished cutting down that tree. So some leaves that are gonna... Oh, there's a... nice! I don't have my scoop. There's a jungle hive up there. I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna have to mark this spot so I don't forget about it. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it like this. Do it like this. There we go. Alright, let's see, where is that? It's over there. Going to have to build a little pillar, beacon, that's the word. Build a little beacon so I can remember how to find this spot. The reason why I'm doing stone is because this is the stone is the one that's going to stay, and I'm going to climb up onto the wooden one and break it to get back down. That should be good enough. That side and this side because it's pointing in that direction. Okay, time to get back down. So I was up here chopping down this tree, and I was looking down. I was like thinking to myself, okay, there's lots of opportunity to build housing. So I think living up in the trees is going to be kind of fun, and I've always wanted to. I built one on a server that I played for a little bit. Unfortunately, that server got messed with a little bit, so they had to roll everything back. Which, well, actually, they didn't just roll it back. They had to basically remake the server. So everything that was there was gone. They had to transplant spawn into a new spot. So I lost the treehouse I was working on. You know, I just realized that's not going to show up very well in the daytime. Well, giant cobblestone pillar. Hopefully I'll be able to see that. But after my little treehouse thingy kind of got blown up, I didn't play on that server for too much longer. Hey, kitty. Which is kind of unfortunate because it was a nice little treehouse. But that's okay. Time to start another one. Okay, so the general plan is to climb up probably about halfway up one of these trees and build a platform that goes around it. And from there, I'm going to have to build out towards another tree. Let's see, where do I want to go? It might be between this tree here and this tree here. It's good to see I got one of those in here. That's nice. So yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's see. I'll go ahead and I'll climb up there, start clearing away some of the stuff. Probably about. Let's see. Where's the height of this other one? I don't want to go too high up because then I'll run out of room on this tree. So maybe I should climb up this tree to about that branch. Cut that branch off. Build a platform right about where the branch is, and then travel over to that one. So it's going to have a big area between them, and I'll probably expand that to actually be the living quarters. So I'll get that started. I'll probably come back after I've got the bridge built. Alright, so I've got my bridge built, and what do you know? The two trees happen to be perfectly lined up. So this will actually make for quite a nice little bridge, a little gap. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to have to break some of this out. I might have to break this tree down, possibly. But I plan to have this thing go out Not sure if I'm going to have to go out that far. Yeah, I probably should. Probably go out this far. All the way across. And same amount of length, so that's actually going to be one more on this side. So I have it go all the way across. Dang it. There we go. Of course, you can see my lag I'm still having. Still having issues. But that's okay. I can deal with that. And we might move up to a better server at some point. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Again, that's up to Kyle. So I will be building this out. Let's see if I can get some walls up before the next time. Ooh, another comb. I'm glad I built up here. I can actually see these combs. These are hives, I should say. So yeah, I will go ahead and finish building this little bridge, this walkway, and I will come back when it's done. Alright, and welcome back. I have sort of finished. Obviously I'm not done, but wanted to show you what I've done before wrapping up here. Started at first I just had this thing kind of go out, and it was from here all the way across to another 3 on the other side of this thing was all slabs, and then I had this last outer piece, which just being the full wooden planks. Didn't quite like that. I thought doing a little corridor would have been nice with a way to see out there. So I'm going to end up doing that over here as well. Now that means I'm going to have to move these. Probably I'm going to put them over here, and I'm going to have a nice big open wooden planks area out here that I can build stuff on. I might also be taking up part of this tree since it's pretty close by. So that's what I'm at so far. The other option I have is always going up further and just building up a second floor. Not sure if I'm going to do that quite yet, but it's possible. And as for the roofing of this, it's kind of going to stay open, but I'm kind of also going to have it covered. I will leave that for next time and let you wonder about that. So this has been Chad with the Brothers Claws. Come back next time and see what I get done with this thing, and check out Kyle's videos. Till then, have a nice day.